Good morning to all my students. Take out your new Radiant Reader Class 8 book. Today I will start the new chapter. The name of the chapter is Caught in a Blizzard 2. So, Caught in a Blizzard 1 I have completed. Caught in a Blizzard 2 we will do. So, Caught in a Blizzard 2. The sky had been grey and overcast all the morning, and about midday snow started to fall heavily. The sky was grey, and in midday the snow was also falling very heavily. Soon the landscape was hidden in a snow fog. So full land was hidden by snow. A sharp northeast wind made the cold intense. So wind was blowing. As a result, cold was increasing, and I was forced to bury my face in my shawl. So he was covering his face by a shawl, which soon became stiff with ice from my frozen breath and the driving snow. For hours we struggled slowly and painfully on up and down mountain slopes. So they were struggling in this cold, and over a great desolate plateau the fog had now became so dense that it was all we could do to find our way. So fog has increased, so they could not able to find the way. The wind was fast turning the snowfall into a blizzard. So wind has turned the snow into a blizzard, and the reindeer were having very great difficulty in struggling against it. So reindeer was also facing trouble, and were beginning to show signs of tiring. So they were also tired. Now again they would lie down, while the dogs, whose energy never seemed to fail, would race up and down beside them with short, sharp bark. So dog also energy now finished, as if to encourage them to go on again. In spite of my furs, I was beginning to feel very cold. So now I was feeling very much cold, and I was half buried under the snow. Half I was buried, covered by the snow, with which the sledge had become covered. Now and then I pinched and rubbed my face in order to make certain that it was not becoming frostbitten. So he was rubbing now and again his face. The hours passed slowly by till at last darkness fell. Now it was going dark. Still we plodded on, the reindeer making hardly any headway, while the wind moaned and screamed like a live thing. So wind was screaming like it is a live thing, and the snow whirled in wild gusts against our faces. So snow was hitting on our faces as we crossed the great Strovaten Lake, 7 miles long. So they have covered the lake, which was 7 miles long. The wind swept with such increasing fury that I dared not lift a corner of the shawl covering my face. So he has not removed the shawl from his face. I was beginning to wonder if this nightmare drift would go on forever, when at last I felt my sledge come to a standstill. So he thought that it will not finish this wind, and this blizzard. It was too dark to see the others, and for one horrible movement. So it was so dark that they were not able to see anyone in this blizzard. So here you can see the reindeer is there, the dog is also there, and the whole area is covered by snow. Means it is a blizzard. Snow is falling with the strong winds. feared my reindeer had become untied from the back of Pierre's pulkas, and that I had been left behind. So they were untied the pulkas which was left behind. Staring anxiously into the gloom, I was thankful to see the lap struggling towards me through the deep snow. So lap was struggling in the snow. I could now see that the weary reindeer were all lying down. So all the reindeer was lying down. Even the dogs were subdued for once. They were no longer barking. So the dog was not, they were not barking. Means they were very quiet. But huddled together and panting with tongues lolling out. So they were taking the tongues. Could it be that the deer were unable to go any further? So deer could not able to go more further. I imagined a night out in the blizzard in a dug out of snow with my sledge turned up on end as a shelter, and found the prospect far from pleasing. The next moment, to my great relief, Pierre was bending over me. He was bending me and shouting in my ear. She was shouting in my ear to make himself heard above the storm, so that I could hear him in this storm, which every movement was becoming worse. So day by day, condition was becoming worse. I caught the welcome words. Mollis Jock Fizzlestoe. So this was the welcome sign. The misery and the cold of the last 8 hours were all forgotten in the joyous thought of warmth, food and shelter. So what suffering they were facing, when they have got the food and the shelter, they have forgot all the suffering. Climbing with the difficulty out of the sledge in my unwieldy furs, I plunged as best I could through the deep snow, sinking above my knees at every step, up to the door of my tiny log hut. So he has reached the door of his hut, which I could just see in the darkness about 100 yards away. So he could see in the darkness also his hut, and the hut was about 100 yards away. So your homework will be, you will write the question answer of this chapter, and this exercise you will do in your book. Okay, this question answer you will write in your copy. 1 2 3 4 5 questions. Okay, that's all.